Welcome to Coffee Conversations with Les and Paul, 30 Minutes for God.
A podcast sponsored by Piedmont Road Church of Christ and Ministry League.
We're here to discuss Bible topics just as if we're asking Jesus himself. I am Paul Sperlin.
And I am Les Sandiford. We hope you will enjoy our relaxed Bible-based discussions.
Thanks for joining us as we think about and talk about all those things we ask Jesus over a cup of coffee. Kristen.
And we're in.
And the other one's
It was a carryover conversation.
Caitlin. Yeah. Welcome to Coffee Conversations with Les and Paul. 30 minutes for God.
Yeah.
We hope you got your Bible open up. And I feel like I sound good on through here. Well, maybe I do. Okay. So we're here to continue our Bible discussion.
He sounds good in my ears.
Good. Okay. That's good.
And hopefully in yours we've had other people use the room, and that sometimes that, you come in and it's not adjusted the way you had it, or you don't think it sounds the same way. It can mess with your head.
It can. But we're good. We're there.
Yeah. We made it. Should we tell us the story about the recording?
I mean, if we want to, it'd be fun.
The echoey thing?
I just started two shows at once, and
it was very disconcerting because everything we said repeated.
Sounded twice.
No. Yes.
Exactly.
It's very, very, very
funny.
difficult.
Yeah, that's the way to start.
All right. We continue in the Pearls book.
Yeah.
Lads to Leaders Business.
Do you have your coffee? Oh, you don't have a cup?
No.
I don't have coffee, and my water's almost gone.
It's
so
in the vehicle.
Good luck to us.
I got everything else out of the vehicle that I needed except my cup of coffee.
Well, hopefully you have your cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. You have your Bible. It's open up, and we're ready for this discussion. As we do, as Les mentioned, we're going to continue with the study through the Pearls book. We took a little hiatus, a little break for an event and the holidays and Exposure Youth Camp, and so we're back to it, and we're excited to bring this to you and talk to you, because one thing that I've learned is that life is just too short.
Wow. I like the way you did that.
Yeah.
Chapter 7 in the book, entitled "Life is Short."
That's right.
You need to stop playing with that cord.
I know. I can't help it.
I hear it banging.
Too. Yeah.
Grab the other end of it. Just sit it up there.
Over here.
The part where that heavy piece is.
I see it.
Yeah.
This is good.
We got to do some technical fixing in here. It's always funny in the podcast room. And now you're in it with it. See, and then I make my own noise.
I know. But I'm wearing a collared shirt. So
he is wearing a collared shirt. I am not, although I'm in the very slimming black.
Yes.
So it's always
a nice shirt, by the way.
It's always good. Thanks.
It looks good.
But I've got an exposure shirt on.
Okay. Speaking of that, our sponsors, number one, Piedmont Road Church of Christ, right here in Marietta, Georgia. We really appreciate and love our church home right here. If you're traveling through town, stop by and see us. If you're not anywhere close, go to lifeinchrist.com. The newly renovated, the newly updated, the exciting website, lifeinchrist.com.
Was the app updated?
Well, the website looks really great. So let's go look at that website. That'd be good.
Okay.
We do have an app. And it is Piedmont Road, so you can check that out. And we are about to go through a lot of updates on that as well, and some neat stuff too. So yeah.
Nice.
Pretty.
I went to the website,
and
it's
guess
official.
Guess what that is? That's not the 25 lookbook. That is the 26 planner book.
Oh, I clicked on it and I got an error. Just so you know.
What?
I know. Sorry.
Are you kidding me?
I don't want to distract you.
We got to stop.
We got things to talk about.
Are you kidding?
Life is short.
It is.
Get that fixed.
I will.
We are in James chapter 4, continuing on our quest. We're going to get back on topic here.
You should.
I should?
I'm trying to troubleshoot what just happened there.
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought that up.
It's okay.
Poor Paul, he'll get fixated on
all the things.
We are talking about life being short.
It's good to be with you, by the way.
Let me just read the text.
We missed you. Let's go.
That'll get us focused in.
Tell them where, James.
James chapter 4, verses 13 through 16. Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit, yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil.
Don't boast. I learned that for sure.
Yeah, so I was telling Paul before we came on to record, this was a very interesting lesson for me when I did it with the kids, because there's this kind of juxtaposition that goes with your view of time.
Right.
And the author even brings it out in the lesson about sometimes we really talk about the same thing, but we view it as a short period of time or a long period of time in perspective. He gives an example of a teenager that dies at a very young age. Paul lost his sister. She'd only been
16.
with us for 16 years. He uses an example of a teen with a heart problem that dies at 14. And we talk about how short that time was that they had. And by contrast, if we know somebody that dies after having dealt with cancer for that same period of time, 14 or 16 years, we'll talk about that in terms of how long they had and how long they survived that. And that really is the truth about how we view time in general.
Yeah.
It's kind of relative to where we are and what's going on.
And it seems like the older you get, the more you seem to respect time.
Yeah, it's true.
The younger you are, the more you feel like you have forever on earth, and you don't. And it's part of gaining wisdom and experience and life. And it is what it is. And it is short. We do need to prepare while we're living here, especially after that passage in James 4, telling us that it's like a mist. And I did the little, just the little water bottle thing. Yeah. Because you click it and you see it and it's there, but then it's gone by the time it hits the floor. And where'd that go? And that's life. You're going to ask, where'd that go?
Yeah.
And so,
well, there's definitely two pieces to it.
Yeah.
And at the same time, because James is not telling us not to prepare.
Right. He's saying use today.
Yes.
Live for today. Tomorrow's going to take care of itself.
And truthfully, there are aspects to being a Christian that require preparation. You don't get up every morning and just go, whatever happens today happens. That's the way life is. Certainly not what James is teaching.
Right.
But there's an aspect to where we can focus our energy so hard on preparing for some future event that we do not take the appropriate time and consideration for the day we have in front of us.
Right.
I think that's kind of where he's headed with it. So how do we plan ahead without being overly focused on that plan ahead?
I mean, because we're for most of us, we're planners by natural goings on from day to day.
Yeah.
We work
kind of
on
don't
it.
have a choice.
I mean, you literally have, you're right. We don't have a choice. Is what we do. You literally have a calendar with you. We made the two of us worked on a lookbook, which the planner is incredible. And if you are at Piedmont Road, nice commercial, check that out. But by design, we work on what's happening in the future. We have the whole year scheduled. You're talking about, don't worry about tomorrow. We got the whole year planned now. We're ready to go. And of course, Friends and Family Day Sunday and all kinds of good stuff with that. But we, what happens is we can get, and it's okay to make plans. But I think when it comes to your spiritual life, what he's trying to say is make sure today's the best day. Make sure you're prepared for heaven today. Before your head hits that pillow, before your life ends. We don't know when it's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen. And Les mentioned my sister. I was on an aircraft carrier in the middle of the Mediterranean when we lost her, and so it was a trying time, and getting back was tough.
And your plan changed immediately.
The whole thing
for what that day and those coming weeks look like,
and it rushes through your mind. It's like you thought it was a certain way, and now it's like, well, now I've got to pivot. I got to call an audible. I gotta change things because things have just changed. And it did. It changed a lot of lives. And it does. When you lose a loved one, it's going to change your life. It's going to change the way you think about things. Hopefully they live their life to where they're good. You know, I feel confident. My sister was a child of God. She loved everybody. I mean, she was incredible.
Yeah.
And so I have no question that she's in paradise right now. But what he's saying here, what James is saying here, it's about preparation, not just for your planning in the future, but for your planning for today. Yeah. Make sure today is the best day because you're ready for him. And if you're ready, it allows you to assist and help other people to find that readiness.
Yeah. And the author makes a point in the lesson where he's talking about life being uncertain. It's unpredictable. He says the sin of these business people was not in choosing to plan ahead. It was in arrogantly thinking they were in control of everything that was going on.
Right.
So there's a factor here where we have to align ourselves and try to have the wisdom to do the things the way, or see things the way God does.
Oh yeah.
So that when we have that plan, when we're focusing on what the future holds, we're doing that with the understanding that it's according to God's will.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about this lesson. I think when the lesson title is "Life is Short,"
right?
What I think about is, are we prepared for the most important thing in life, which is where we will spend eternity?
Yeah.
Because everything else pales in comparison to that preparation as to whether or not we're doing what we need to be doing to be aligned with God. I would hope that most people listening to this kind of fall into that category where they are thinking about that future event, eternity, and they are preparing their lives for that. And the other things we're talking about is just kind of trying to get your focus right for the things that you do within this world.
Well, you mentioned before about thinking like God would think or think like Jesus thinks. He tells us specifically in Philippians 2:5, let this mind be in you, which is also in Jesus Christ. If Jesus is thinking about these things, what he's saying here is, I need you to think like me. You know, we won't go through the same things that Jesus did. He did something we'll never have to do. Thank you, God, for that. Right? Thank you, Jesus, for that. But he's saying, just think about it. You know, it's sort of, we've done this before. It's the count to 10 scenario. Before you do something, make sure it's the right thing to do. Before you say something, make sure it's the right thing to say. And that's what he's talking about in this daily life, is making sure that today's the best day, that you're making the right impact for the kingdom, for your family, for your church, and for your Lord.
Great point.
You know, and the fact is, heaven is forever. And it's tough. This class was meant for a teenager. This is tough to teach a teenager how long forever is. It's tough to teach anybody how forever is. But our life here is so short in comparison to what that forever is going to feel like.
Yeah.
And so that's why he says life's short, because it is. By comparison to heaven, it is short, for sure.
And thinking in terms of what you just said, that the book is really intended for lessons to our teenagers. It expands to us, obviously.
Sure.
But in thinking about teenagers, one of the challenges is helping them understand that they don't have forever.
Right.
I can't tell you how many, and you too, how many teenagers you've talked to in your life that talk about, I'm not ready to become a Christian. I've got time. Where their mindset is, I understand that what I'm doing is not the way I ought to be living.
Yeah.
But I don't want to commit myself yet, and I've got plenty of time to do that. Where their focus should be a little bit different.
I would say, how do you know that?
And they don't.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if we've talked about it on the show. Maybe I've mentioned it at some point about the big bus. The conversation I had with a young lady, and this goes back probably 20 or 25 years.
Tell it.
And we had that exact conversation. I said, the problem is you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you leave here and a big bus splatters you all over Piedmont Road.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just unprepared for it because you have no idea what's coming. And I didn't do it with the intent of scaring her, but to help her understand you don't know. So I actually gave her a picture. I hand drew it.
Oh, really?
I had this conversation, by the way, with Caroline Powell.
Okay.
Exact same conversation because she was visiting here in a class. If you're listening and you know who I'm talking about, Jeremy Powell, and this is his oldest daughter.
Great family.
Yeah, she said, I want that. I want a picture.
Hmm.
She challenged me because I said the school bus, and she said,
Yeah.
they're not going to leave church and get hit by a school bus. I said, oh, that's a great point.
Wow.
But they might get hit by some other kind of bus.
Church bus.
So I actually drew her bus.
Sorry, that got dark.
I did. I drew her bus.
Wow.
Gave it to her. So now she has it. I don't know what she did with it.
I'm going to ask her.
But I gave her a picture of a bus.
Caroline, tell us about the school bus.
Just to represent, it's not a school bus. This is a city bus.
Oh, city bus.
Because she was right.
She was right.
You know,
At the church,
you're not going to step out of here on Sunday and have
That's
a big
true.
yellow school bus hit you.
Yeah.
But-
Probably not.
But the point being that we can get into that same trap
Mhm.
as adults that we think, oh, well, I'll do that tomorrow.
Right.
I've got tomorrow.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got the next day. I've got the next day, which may be okay for some things in your life as you're walking through, and these aren't those important matters. But
Well, Matthew 6:32 specifically says, "Don't worry about tomorrow.
don't worry about tomorrow." Right?
Deal with what's happening today."
Yeah.
So, I mean, Bible tells us that.
It does, and it's current, and it's. I mean, it's clearly talking about life matters things. You know,
Right.
what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear, what you're going to drink. Don't obsess. Don't worry
Mhm.
over all these things. But we certainly don't want to neglect the things that we need to be focused on for the sake that we might have tomorrow to get our life right.
That's kind of
To
the
be
purpose.
prepared.
That's a great point, but that's the purpose of this whole thing. This show is the Bible has everything you need.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need an answer to a question, the Bible's got it. I promise you the Bible's got it.
Yep.
But like what Les just said, it's like it's matters that the Bible gives to us to prepare and live for what's happening today, and don't worry about tomorrow. It's going to take care of itself.
Well, and you stepped into something that really wasn't your intent, but it brings up a point that sometimes we can look at the Bible and feel like that some people are looking for ways to prove it contradicts itself.
Oh yeah.
You know, and so they'll look at one thing and go, well, over here it says, don't worry about tomorrow, but over here it says, be prepared, or, you know,
Mhm.
whatever it's saying. In the end, that's the beauty of Bible study,
Right.
because you have to go through it and understand all the context around it and really what's
It's
going
an
on
awesome
there.
puzzle
It is an awesome
that you get
puzzle.
to put together, and it's cohesive. And that's actually a really good lesson in the whole studying the context kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because we can take, the two of us definitely could take one verse here and there and make it mean anything that we want it to.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at the context, you're like, oh, that makes sense. You can't just proof text everything. You're gonna have to look at the whole Bible.
John chapter 3.
Yeah, we're New Testament Christians.
Mhm.
We're not one verse Christians. So use that. That's what 30 minutes for God's all about.
It really is digging in
Yeah.
and kind
Figuring
of finding out what it all means together.
And
For
that's
what is
Jesus.
your life that is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away?
Mm.
What's the takeaway for this one? I feel like it's what you do with your time is what matters.
Yeah.
And in a given day, you may need to focus yourself differently
Mm-hmm.
throughout the day or as the days roll past.
Right.
But certainly don't get up in the morning and go, I've got plenty of time tomorrow and I'm not going to worry about anything spiritual today because there's tomorrow.
Right.
Or I stupidly think that I'm in control of everything that happens to me,
Mm-hmm.
which is the,
Yeah.
what the author was
Hmm.
getting to here. Just try to make each day a great day for Jesus. Do something positive in that regard and secure your place in the
There you go.
kingdom, right?
It's pretty simple.
It's
I mean, just do right.
it's not a bad formula.
Do right, live right, pray right.
Day to us. Any closing comments, thought on
I mean, I think-
short?
I think living for today is important. I mean, how much does it hurt to help? Just make today work.
Yeah. We're
It's almost
gonna
like it was a challenge thing. I had to. put in
It
there.
is a bit of a challenge thing. Yeah, for those of you that are Piedmont Road folks, one of the core focuses in our Unite 2026 is going to be really getting involved with each other
Mm.
from a visiting point of view, making sure we're touching those folks that don't get to see us all the time.
In a relationship point of view,
And
sure.
you'll probably hear Paul and I say it a lot. How
Mhm.
much does it hurt
To
to help someone?
Yeah.
So we'll leave you with that thought
That's
for
great.
today.
I love it. Thank you for being with us
Yep.
today. We appreciate it. We love being with you each and every week.
Come back
Um,
again.
If you have questions, comments, send us an email at connections@lifeinchrist.com. We look forward to hearing from you. We hope you have a great day, and we look forward to being with you over that next cup of coffee. Thank you for watching Coffee Conversations with Les and Paul, 30 Minutes for God. For Les Sandifer, I'm Paul Sperlin. This has been the show. A big thank you to our sponsors, Piedmont Road Church of Christ. Find them at lifeinchrist.com. Also, ministryleague.com. Find all the resources, the psalm book, and everything you need there, and all the podcasts right there at ministryleague.com. And also Citadel Bible Institute at citadelbible.net. Cast your nets to learn how to preach, teach, connect, and do ministry. We hope that you will tune in next week for another installment of Coffee Conversations with Les and Paul. Thank you for being with us, and we look forward to being with you over that next cup of coffee.